You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. And now TSPN is proud to present Monday with Monique.
Welcome to Mondays with Monique. I'm Monique Grozade, and I love my job. I love this show because I get the most interesting guests. And so this time we have a couple folks from the Volcano Union Pub and Inn, which of course is in Volcano. Most of us refer to it friendly as the Union. We have Ed Tracy and we have Micah Malcolm. Hi guys, welcome to the show. So glad to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
You guys are so awesome. I love the food. You're totally fun. I'm excited about the show today. So we're just going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Come back in 3.
Fantastic.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN. From the shores of Lake Comanche and Lake Pardee, you're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. And now, back to Monday with Monique.
Welcome back to Mondays with Monique. Thanks for sticking with us. So we have Ed and Micah from the Union Inn. What are we cooking today, you guys?
Today we're going to be making a pear salad. We're going to be making a pumpkin and pear vinaigrette to dress our spinach with. We're going to finish it with a little bit of blue cheese and toasted pecans.
Oh, that sounds great.
And I'm here to eat it. That's it.
And I'm here to eat it, too. That's my favorite part of the show,
Yeah, so
other than talking with you guys.
Our salad that we're going to be doing right now and the entree we'll be doing in a little while are going to be the courses we're going to be serving tonight at the Union. Our first and second course. So I'm just going to show them off a little bit.
And you have a special menu on Monday nights?
Yeah, every Monday night we do a 3-course prefix, and it's $24, appetizer or a salad or a soup, an entree, and a dessert. We come up with every Monday, trying not to rotate something that we served the previous week.
So it's always something fresh, new, something different.
Yeah.
Tonight's theme is pumpkin.
Yes.
Ooh,
We're going to use pumpkin in all 3 courses. We're going to show you the first 2, and then for dessert we'll be doing a pumpkin creme brulee this evening.
Oh, I know I'm going to love that. Did you bring that with you?
No,
you got to come out. If you want that one, you got to come
keep people on a
and
little
try
spin,
it.
get them to come out.
Yeah, keeping us on the edge.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, oh, yeah.
All right.
All right, so we're going to start with a little bit of pumpkin puree, where I roasted fresh pumpkin down. It's going to be about 2 tablespoons for this.
And your pumpkin's kind of yellow. Did you use a particular type?
You know, when you get canned pumpkin, it's really orange. I'm not really sure why it's orange. I've never seen an orange fleshed pumpkin before. It's always orange on the outside.
Yeah.
So when you roast pumpkin in a restaurant, it's usually yellowish. So the canned stuff, we try to stay away from that. So it's usually a little on the yellow side.
It looks great.
Yeah. So we're going to add a little bit of fresh Dijon to help emulsify our dressing.
Maybe
it's going to be about a teaspoon or so. And this is a pear vinegar.
Oh.
So we're going to take that, about a tablespoon of that.
Okay.
And then we're going to, where'd our whisk go? There it is. I'm going to whisk that up.
Come on, Vanna, you should be handing the whisk over.
Oh.
Thank you, thank you.
He's good for something.
Yeah.
I'm just going to dance in the background.
We're going to start that, get that kind of mixed all in there. Get the Dijon, the pumpkin, and the vinegar mixed together. I'm going to season that. I like to season in layers so that start one has got a good little base to it. We just season that with a little bit of salt and pepper. This is a very nice little pumpkin seed oil.
Oh, I love that.
We're going to start with this. You want to hold the bowl?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
There you go.
Vanna.
Thank you. So we're going to just slowly drizzle in a little bit of this.
How much do you think? A couple tablespoons?
You know, this is a really strong oil. So I would say to start, we're probably going to go with like a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons starting there. And that gives it a really cool little green color. It's actually made from the pumpkin seed. And then we have a blended oil, 80-20, olive oil and a canola oil. Okay. Don't stop doing your job.
Okay, sorry.
Do you blend it in-house?
It's nice to be this close
no, we
getting
don't.
yelled at.
No, we don't. We bring it in. We're just going to keep slowly pouring this in there until we get a nice emulsified dressing.
That looks great.
And I would say that's probably the other tablespoon or so.
Okay. Looking good.
Gives off this cool little color, kind of greenish.
Yeah, I like that.
And then, you want to hold that again?
Sure.
There you go. Keep yourself busy.
Not cakes, I can't
So
like this.
before we go any farther with the seasoning, we're going to taste it. And I'll let you get the first taste here.
Thank you.
Always taste your product. Ed, you want to try it?
Okay.
Don't lick the
That's
whisk, please.
great.
Don't
Don't
lick
lick
the
the
whisk.
whisk. One of the first things that I said, Micah, when you came in, and you brought in, you know, like a container full of spoons. I go, oh, man with many spoons, which, you know, to me means you're tasting everything, and you're tasting.
Oh yeah, you got to bring a lot of spoons.
You know,
we're
just
spooning.
balance the seasoning
We're
and
not
everything.
spooning.
We're not spooning?
No, we're not spooning.
Different kind of spoon.
No, that's the commercial. That's
All right.
later.
So now that we've made our dressing, we're just going to go ahead and set that to the side.
Okay.
Then we're going to start building our plate. I got a nice, beautiful Bartlett pear here.
Not a pair of pears.
Not a pair of pears, no. It's a solo pear.
Aw.
It's like the shoe you can't find in the morning.
Yeah, tell me about
The
that. I
sock
get
that's
that
been
all the
missing for
time.
6 years.
And we're just going to go ahead and slice these rather thick.
Looking good.
What we're going to do is, you know, we could have cooked these. We could have done something different. I like to put them in fresh. That way your product is just, you know, simple, beautiful. We'll just display this around the plate.
Nice texture, too. When
Yeah,
it
it gives
goes crisp. in
good
your
little
mouth.
crunch.
I'm still amazed how well you cut. I usually would be missing a finger by now. But
Lots of practice.
I
Lots of
bet.
fingers lost, too. So we're going to take a little bit of spinach here. We're going to add it to our dressing.
And this is kind of neat. A lot of people don't realize that in a lot of restaurants they'll put the dressing in the bowl first and then mix
It's
in
very
the
important to
greens.
dress the bowl or the object in which you're going to toss your salad mix of whatever it might be
Right.
into the bowl. That way you get an even disbursement of the dressing over everything. If you pour it over the top, you're going to have big old globs of dressing here
Exactly,
and dressing
and
there
the bottom's
and dressing all over
dry.
the place. Yeah.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take our tongs and just lightly toss. I probably made a little bit too much dressing for this.
Looks good, though.
I'm going to go ahead and add all this in there so it's
Okay.
not... You guys can eat this when we're gone.
So, Ed, tell me a little bit about how you became part of the union and staff.
it's funny. I was DJing a friend's wedding 20 years ago. His daughter got married about 4 or 5 months ago at the St. George, around the corner from us. And he called me and said, do you still DJ? I'm like, not really, but I'll dust it off and come out. And so I went up and DJ'd his daughter's wedding. And I go, I remember coming up here with my kids when they were younger to go to Daffodil Hill.
Yeah.
And I said out loud, if they ever hired in this town, I would move here. And a month later, I get a call that they're hiring.
Oh, my goodness.
And here I am.
And here you are, and we're glad to have
I
you
love
here.
it here. I love it. It's like a little witness protection town.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Right.
Yeah, you can kind of disappear here.
Where are you from? Volcano? No, you're not.
No one's really from Volcano.
Johnny is. He's about the only one.
All right, so now we're going to taste this. Here you go. There's one for you.
Oh.
You can put it on a spoon if you'd like.
Thank you.
Ed, want to try it?
Very
you can
nice.
use your fingers.
Thank you, sir.
That's great. Perfect amount of dressing on there, too.
So
Really good.
then we're just going to take it, and we're just going to build it into the middle so you can still see the pears on the outside, the exterior.
Very nice.
Then we're going to take a little bit of blue cheese, place it over the top.
My favorite cheese. I love that.
Blue cheese and pears work really, really well together, and it really helps work. Like the pumpkin's kind of a mild flavor, but we use like a lighter blue cheese, so it kind of blends really nicely with that. And then just a little bit of toasted pecans over the top. And I really like some people like to mix everything into the salad. I like to put everything on the outside of the salad, so then you can really see everything that you're getting in each bite, and then you kind of see what you asked for.
I like that it's not a mystery on what's going on there. And I do, so I'll pick on one thing first and the other, and I like how you put it together. It's really
It's
nice.
very simple. I like simple, easy plating, simple, easy food. People, and I think it's really part of who the union is and what we are, and pub food, but good, simple, everything from scratch and done properly.
And fresh. And, you know, Taste and the Union, which are sister restaurants, provide such a cool training course for their staff. You know, it's always something fresh and new. You talk about the foods, you talk about the wines. You train the front of the house as well as the back of the house, right?
Well, in regards to the food, yeah, I train I work with the front of house for every menu change, every special, everything. Before anything goes on the menu, they probably tried it 2 or 3 times and decided if I made it right or not. You know, they get the final opinion. Like,
And the servers look forward to this
Oh,
coming
I'm
out.
sure. I would love that, too. My job is really, you know, kind of like that, but I don't have to do the work. I just get to try the food.
Not a bad gig.
Well, you know, stay with us. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we're going to cook up some more food. We'll be right back.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. Join Operation Care for the 2nd annual Purple Soldier Neon Fun Run to raise awareness of domestic violence. This event is scheduled for Saturday, October 25th sponsored by the Jackson Rancheria Casino Resort, and will begin and end in the parking lot across from the Public Service Building on Dalton Road in Jackson. Registration will begin at 7 p.m. and the fun run starts at 8 p.m. Participants will compete this nighttime run with the use of glow sticks, glow necklaces, and glow bracelets.
You are invited to attend the 2014 Women's Conference in El Dorado Hills, California, October 24th and 25th. 6 powerful speakers to enhance your walk, strengthen your faith, and empower your life. Conference to be held at the Holiday Inn Express in El Dorado Hills. Sponsored by Life Application Ministries, a local nonprofit organization. The time is Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m., Saturday, 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. Free tote bags, free autograph book by Linda called What Was I Thinking, handouts, and door prizes included in registration. Tickets are $15. Register online at www.lifeapplicationministries.org or call
Amador County's local television network, TSPN. And now back to Monday with Monique.
Welcome back to Mondays with Monique. I'm Monique Grossaday, and we have Ed and Micah from the Union in Volcano. And I see a little risotto going on here.
Yeah, we made a pumpkin risotto for once again for our prefix this evening. Man, you were the best man alive. Thank you so much. Should have worn the dress. Should have worn the dress today.
Dress today.
So what I do is I roasted the pumpkin again, made a puree out of it, and then I started the pan with a little bit of onion. Sweated that down till it was translucent. Then I added arborio rice, lightly toasted that, deglazed it with a little bit of white wine, and then started adding the pumpkin puree to that. That gives us a really nice little yellow tint to it. And then you got to make sure when you're cooking risotto, you want to make sure you're constantly moving your spoon through it, or your spatula. Constantly doing that. That way you get a nice creamy texture. You break down starches off of each layer of each rice, and you get a nice, really, really nice creaminess to go with that al dente rice.
About how long did you cook the risotto?
Well, one order of rice takes about 23 minutes to cook if you're going to cook it from scratch.
Okay, and so if you're cooking one at a time.
If you're cooking one at a time. If you're
Which I hope you guys aren't cooking one at a time.
No, definitely
That would be stressful.
That would be stressful.
That was really great.
So what we're going to do is, we're just about done here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Always season your food. A little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
Then we're going to stir that up, and then we're going to let you come over here and taste this for us, and see where we're at. And there's your spoon. Let me know what you think.
You got it.
If you don't like it, then Ed made it.
Okay.
You don't want me cooking for you.
I do like it.
You do like it?
I do like it very much.
Well, I made it then.
See how you
Delicious. Maybe a little more salt.
Maybe a little more salt? Of course.
Awesome.
Making it for you anyways, right?
Oh, yeah.
However you like it.
So.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little what we call a pat of butter, and we're going to mix that in with a little bit of fresh shredded Parmesan cheese.
Looks good.
And just mix that in. This is going to add another little creaminess. The Parmesan is going to add a little saltiness. It's going to be really, really delicious. You can see it's getting creamier as you stir it in the butter and that cheese.
Everything with butter and cheese is good. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, right?
I'm good. This is my maternity shirt.
Speaking of maternity shirt, why don't you tell us a little bit about your past experiences and what you did, because you are funny.
I used to be a showgirl in Vegas.
Before that.
Yeah. So the only thing I've really done outside of restaurants is stand-up comedy. And we talked a little bit about it with Cam on Friday, but I used to open for Sinbad and D.L. Hughley and those guys. It was a good life. Good life. A lot of fun. So you wouldn't want to sit in the front row, though, because I was an insult comic, which
he does really well at work all the time.
Yeah, nobody gets a word in edgewise at work. So it's tough being nice to our guests.
Because you want to put in a little crack, but you want to be professional.
This is not cooked enough. Really? I'm pretty sure you're done eating. I want to say it, but I don't say it. I love all of our guests, by the way.
He's a good time. He makes me laugh, which makes
makes
my job go through a lot faster. The second he walks in the door, he does some showgirl routine. And my day's off to a good start.
It's going to be fun. Tell me a little bit about your background, too, Micah.
Well, I was born and raised in Stockton and Lodi. Moved up here about 3 years ago. Prior to moving up here, I went to San Joaquin Delta College, went through the culinary program there, and the baking program. Let's see here. Where else have I worked? Not with him.
At some point you came upon Taste. Did you start at Taste or did you
No. I started down. I started at Taste when I came up here. I worked there for about a year as a line cook, and then they moved me over to the Union to work there, run that. Been there ever since. About 3 years now.
And he does a great job.
Right.
So says him. You know?
Yes. No, I agree.
So says everybody.
Are you the one that cooks on Sunday afternoon?
Well, you know, there's a multiple array of guys. You know, usually I just point and tell people what to do, so my job's pretty easy. But yeah, you know, usually I'm there on the line most of the times.
So I heard there's a little saying that happens when I walk in the door.
Monique is the Lamburger lady.
The Lamburger lady.
We call her the Lamburger lady.
Here again.
Yeah. Everybody looks sharp.
Right when you come in, we don't even wait for you to order it. It should be sitting down by the time you get in. Yeah. You see your car pull up, put a Lamburger.
People panic when Monique comes in.
You know, I'm not going to ever deviate from my Lamburger. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, but there are times when I eat 2 meals though, because usually I'm hungry.
That's true.
Take one to go.
Well,
I was surprised when they
sometimes
came
I eat
back
both.
with half the burger and said you wanted something else. I almost killed my grill guy. He almost didn't work for me anymore. Then we found out you were just taking something to go. So.
Yes. I'll eat half the Lamburger, and then I also want to try something else too. So you know, I've got to have a little bit of everything. I need variety, that kind of stuff. All right.
So now that our risotto is finished, what I did was I grilled a steak earlier. What I'm going to do is this is our flank steak that we have at the Union.
That looks nice.
Once again, what we do is we season that little bit of salt and coarse black pepper. Gives a nice little crunch to the steak, and it works better than fine pepper. Fine pepper would give it almost too much of a peppery taste.
I agree.
We're going to find the grain, which is running this way, and we're going to cut it the opposite way of the grain. Keeps it tender, and we're going to cut it right through. Almost took my finger off.
That would be bad.
Do you really need that one finger? Maybe not.
No, you know, it's just a thumb. It's not a valuable member of the thumb family.
Right. That looks great.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take our... You know, the thing about taking a chef out of the kitchen is you don't have a lot of space. Even in the kitchen you don't have a lot of space, but it's your space, and you can control how it's supposed to be set up.
There, I'll help you out there.
So what we want our risotto to be fluid, but at the same time thick and creamy. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take this, give it a nice little stand.
Looks good.
Set that there. Then we have our little bit of Swiss chard. We just sauteed a little bit of butter, salt and pepper. Place that down. And then our steak that we sliced.
Oh, I like that. Kind
We're
of
going to place it
huh?
right on top. And then I have a little bit of pumpkin seed that we toasted. Place it over the top. And then I'm going to finish it with a little bit of this pumpkin oil. Like we said, we're going all pumpkin today.
Pumpkin is good.
Charlie Brown would be
and
proud.
It's so interesting because the way you've prepared the different ways that you have prepared the pumpkin gives them totally unique flavors.
Yeah.
And I love that.
We went through, you know, different stages. There's pumpkin seed, pumpkin oil, roasted pumpkin. So we're just offering a little bit of everything.
That sounds great. Really, really good.
I'm hungry.
We will taste that after the commercial. We just have to run to a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. And now back to Monday with Monique.
All right, so we're bringing it back. Mondays with Monique.
Woo!
Who's having fun, I think. Ed, your time to shine. What's happening up there?
Lots of good things. So, as I mentioned, I come out of the entertainment industry, and I am planning some big things. We're very excited. We have, of course, the Chowder Chomp on November 9th. $5. You get to taste about, right now we've got about 15 different chowders.
Gee, really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
so, and I'm not sure.
I'm excited to
yeah,
go to that.
I'm kind of excited
that.
too.
Yeah.
I hope you can make it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to try and
What
make
time
it
of
too.
day?
11 o'clock it starts, till 2, judging at 3. We've got I think about 10 vendors, 10, 12 vendor booth now.
Great.
All sorts of things. People that make license plate purses. I hear that's a big thing.
Okay.
I personally don't want one, but and we're expecting between 400 and 500 people. So
Awesome.
yeah, it's kind of exciting.
I'm really excited.
And that's going to be at the
about
Armory Hall on November 9th. Then we have Meet the Artist tonight. Julie Trail, who's a local artist.
She's awesome.
Yeah, her
She's
paintings.
done a lot of work for me.
Yeah, and her paintings are in the Union, all over the place. Great work. She's going to be there tonight talking about her works and some things she's got coming up, and going to sell some of her artwork.
Great.
And
she's a really neat person to talk
Yeah, I've
to.
never met her, but I've talked to her on the phone.
enjoy it.
Sweetheart of a gal. And so we're expecting a good turnout for that.
Good. What else?
And we've got some steak nights coming up. We've got a lot of people wanting steak.
Oh, gee, imagine that now.
I know, right?
It's
I know.
crazy.
So we've got a New York steak night on November 21st. We've got a ribeye steak night coming up in December.
A filet night. We're doing a filet mignon night.
You are just calling my name.
We're doing a lobster
We're
night.
gonna have to get bigger shirts.
Can we see all this on the
Oyster
website?
nights.
Yeah, it'll all be on the website.
And what's the web address? Do we know?
VolcanoUnion.com.
Got it. VolcanoUnion.com. And then Rat Pack.
Rat Pack tribute. So if you like the Rat Pack, Joey Bishop, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. They're going to be coming in. They're impersonators. December 9th.
That'll
it's going
be
to
a fun night.
Dinner and tickets. It's going to be somewhere around $50.
Okay.
And that'll be fun. It's a 2-hour show. And then, of course, we're planning New Year's Eve.
Ooh.
We're going to do a New Year's Eve dance.
Wow.
And strangely enough, it'll be on New Year's.
Oh, how convenient.
So
Yeah.
this year we're going to do it on New Year's Eve.
Wonderful.
And big stuff. Springtime, hopefully, we're going to do a music and arts festival. That's my Blue Sky project. We're going to set up a bunch of stages in town and bring in some big bands and stuff like that. So it'll be a lot of fun, yeah.
Good. And just real quick, I just wanted to mention a few of the items on the menu. What's your best seller on the menu?
Well, the fried chicken. It never goes away because
Love
it is
it.
so good and people love it so
Love
much.
it, yeah.
That thing I see flying out the kitchen all the time.
Yeah.
Right now, though, the lamb shank, we just put it on, braised lamb shank.
Ooh, I have to try that.
Butternut squash risotto cake, little cipollini onions, and a lamb demi-glace. And that also, it's a top seller right now for us for sure.
I'm still not going to deviate from the burger. I'm going to have the burger
Well,
first.
it's lamb
then the
burger, lamb shank.
I can do both in one day.
We can put it on a patty or on a bun for you.
There you go.
You know, one of the big draws at the restaurant is the fact that they change the menu on a regular basis.
And I like
people
that.
love it. Yeah.
Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Live
Thank you for having us.
entertainment, great
Awesome.
food. Go out to the Union, check them out. Thanks so much for watching Mondays with Monique on TSPN. Have a great day.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.
Hey, I'm so empty.
A trip
I'm Justin Nelson.
from the Ring in the holidays, shop Claypool's Gift and Home Company. Spruce up your home with affordable decorative pillows, table runners, wall art, and stylish furniture. Light up the season with tables.
You are invited to attend the 2014 Women's Conference in El Dorado Hills, California, October 24th and 25th.
Join Operation Care for the second annual Purple Soldier Neon Fun Run to raise awareness of domestic violence.
American Legion Ambulance Service.
HICAP, the Health Insurance Counseling and Advocacy.
For south of the border cooking, come to